Hello, beautiful soul. I am talking to you today. If you have the sense in relationships, maybe you are single right now and you have a sense of urgency. Maybe you're in your 40s or in your 50s. I see this a lot. And there is something in science that tells us like the way our bodies are when we turn 40 for women. There is something that we go through that does create this sense of urgency when they are dating. And then when we do that we put on these rose-colored glasses because our need to be in a relationship is so strong. The need that you have, right, you want to fill. So when you start to feel like this, if you follow through on it, everyone you're going to date is going to be innocent until proven guilty, right? And we're going to put band-aids. It's like getting a new car and you get a scratch in it. You want to like take the scratch off and pretend it didn't even happen, pretend it's not even there, and you take real good clean care of your car. That is how it is in the beginning stages of dating. If you get a little scratch on it, it's like, nope, we want to buff it out. It's like, no, leave the scratch on there, right? See that it is what it is. Instead of putting that band-aid on, like, nope, it didn't happen. So we want to look at the reality of people we are dating. We want to see who they are as they show up. We don't want to reveal too much. You know, it's good to communicate. I'm an open book. If anyone knows me, they know I'm an open book. I'm very honest. I'm very open. I used to share my whole life right at first. Right when I got to know someone, I would share what I'm looking for, what I want, what my needs are, what I desire, my whole life history. And one, it's overkill. Two, it doesn't allow the person to be authentically who they are. So they get to kind of chameleonize themselves and show up for who they think you want them to be. So what happens is you get 6 months, a year in the relationship and you recognize this person isn't at all. They were showing up for who they thought I wanted them to be just to get you, right? So, and what we do as women is we kind of ignore the red flags. If there's a sense of urgency, you want to feel that need so bad that you are willing to sacrifice. So keep in mind what is important to you when you find a partner. One is connection. I really believe we are as humans, we are really wired for connection. Connection's important. Connection to me is that it's like when you meet a good friend, right? You just click. You could talk for hours. There's nothing that they could do to make that connection happen. It just is what it is. So keep that in mind when you're going into a relationship, is asking you don't even have to ask yourself, you just know it. Do you feel that connection or not? And let the person show up as who they are. Reveal yourself as it feels safe to do so, as you feel comfortable to do so. Have your boundaries. Go at a slow speed, because like they say, the turtle wins the race in the end. We don't want to keep dating and find someone, be with them for long periods of time when they're not your person, right? I want to help you save time so you're not settling essentially for the wrong person, because there's a sense of urgency. You're looking through the rose-colored glasses. So we want to be just really real about it, real about the situation, and I want you to be honest with yourself. And the third thing that I will share with you is when you start to feel that urgency, come back home to yourself, right? So I want you to nurture yourself. Fill your own need, because even if we're in a relationship, if you're single right now, being in a relationship can seem so glamorous. You can feel really alone when you're single, and you have all these fantasies in your head about what a relationship could look like. Maybe you're feeling sorry for yourself, and those are all normal things to do when you're single. But remember, when you do get into a relationship, no one can ever complete us. like that whole Jerry Maguire thing, right? No one can ever complete you, and you want to. It is sexy as a woman to have our own ways to pleasure and have fun in our life, right? So you want to find pleasure, you want to find playfulness, you want to feel soulful in your life. So when you do have a partner, because you will, if something is on your heart, it's meant for you. So when you do have a partner, you can enjoy it together. You can enjoy experiences together. It's easier to have boundaries as a woman if you know what feels good and what doesn't feel good. So when you are starting to feel that sense of urgency, nurture yourself. Do things, treat yourself like you would a young little girl who's going through a hard time. Befriend her, honor her, because when you're feeling that sense, when you're feeling that low, don't shame yourself, don't punish yourself, don't tell yourself, well, I should be feeling this way, I shouldn't be feeling this way. You're already at a low point. Really the self-love piece here is to honor that feeling, because feelings come and go, right? Emotions are energy in motion. And we judge ourselves a lot as women already. So you don't need to put that extra pressure on yourself. You don't need to feel bad. You don't need to feel guilty. You have a need, and your need is valid. Your need for connection is valid. So don't ever forget that we are human and we're wired for connection. We're wired for relationships. I want you to take that. If there's no potentials, no prospects, maybe there are, and you're not really sure where it's going to go. Either way, even if you're in a relationship, I want you to take that sense that you have this need for connection and connect with you. It is so powerful when we bring that back to ourselves. So I hope this video helps you. I love the mantra, urgency is a lie. Urgency is a lie. So whenever you feel yourself starting to feel a sense of urgency, like this has to happen. Even for women, when summer starts to come around, it's getting warmer now, we start to think, gosh, my body's not in shape, right? We just instantly panic. We instantly put so much pressure on ourselves. Like, I need to look a certain way. I need to be a certain way. No, stop. You don't. You need to be present with yourself. You need to recognize that you are a valuable woman who is so loved and so loving and deserving of love, because you were born that way. There's nothing that you can do to make yourself feel, we can do stuff to make ourselves feel good, right? Because we have free will and we have control over that. But you don't have to change anything. The word transformation makes us feel pressure, like we have to change something, right? There's nothing you have to change about yourself. But come back home to yourself, nurture yourself, be with yourself. And the more you practice this, the more it gets easier, the more it feels more natural, the more you start to feel that connection with self. And when we do that, the desire is still there to be with someone, right? You'll always have that desire because we're humans, wired for connection. But that sense of urgency and panic and settling will be less, because I don't want you to settle. You were not born to settle in any area of your life, and you have come way too far in your life to settle now. So we're not going to let that happen. You will not settle, but you will love yourself more, and therefore choose a partner that you do feel that connection with, that you do, want. And it's going to become from a place of want and happiness, and like you just know in your heart without a doubt that this is your person, versus a sense of hesitation, doubt, second guessing the choice to be with this person. I hope this helps you. I believe in you. Keep shining.